Charlie. Okay, I'd like to start my vlog. Hey guys. Charlie apparently wants to say hi, but hi. I'm trying to start this vlog and Mister is being a bit rude. Okay, say hi to the vlog. Say hi. Oh, your ear. Stop showing the insides of your ears. Okay. Welcome to another reading vlog. I just am working on right now uploading the last week's, and I'm enjoying doing reading vlogs. Dude, hi, Mister. Okay. Now he's gonna get down. He's like, oh, you've bothered me enough. No? We're still up. Okay. Anyway, I'll just sit here like, who is that one villain? Like $1 million. Anyway, welcome to another reading vlog. This intro is a disaster, but that's okay. I am doing another reading vlog. I know it's so unlike me, but you know what? Apparently this is the new Hannah. This is the new Hannah Blackwell channel, apparently, and it's all about the vlogs. So, I am feeling fall. I'm just gonna pretend it's fall. The news is terrifying me. In fact, I wasn't gonna do another vlog, and then I was like, I kind of need the distraction. So, if you guys want to just get cozy and pretend like the world is not falling apart, I'm here. I am here. Let's go ahead and talk about what I am reading this week. Let's start off with, well, I'm reading Stormlight still. I'm still reading Wind and Truth. Slowly but surely, that is still happening. That's the 5th book in the Stormlight Archive, and I'm enjoying it, just reading it slowly because I still do not have the audiobook because it's a long book, so when they're taking the audio out, they're keeping it for the full length, you know? So I'm still 3 weeks away from getting the audiobook, just like last week, so okay. I'm also reading Riley Sager's With a Vengeance. When did this book come out? I mean, it's a new release, right? Let's see. Let us see. With a Vengeance. This is getting apparently awful reviews, but I'm trying not to pay attention to them. Oh, okay, June 10th. So that's not like a super new release, but to me that is, because I'm not really great with keeping up with new releases. So I'm not really one for reading new releases very much, like right when they come out. So, but this is Riley Sager's newest release, and this is set on a train. It's an isolated thriller mystery. I think it's going to be more mystery-esque. So far, that's what it's feeling like. It's isolated, it's on a train. It is an ode to Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express, which I have not read, but I will tell you, I am only 52 pages in. I'm on page 52. And now I'm like, I really want to read Murder on the Orient Express because I'm loving this. I'm just really digging it. It's got the cast of characters. You're switching back and forth between each character and learning their motives and learning like about them. And basically we have this girl who has gotten these people together because they have destroyed her life. And they're on this train and it's seemingly empty except for them, and she is gonna give it to him. She's got some vengeance to get, and we don't know exactly what happened. We don't know exactly what her plans are, but it's exciting. I'm really liking it. I'm liking the short chapters. I've never had a bad time with a Riley Sager book. I've always had a good time. I think the lowest rating I've given him is 3.5 stars. And that was for Lock Every Door, Lock Every Room, Lock Every Door. I can't remember. But I've given him 3.5 stars, 4 stars, and 5 stars. Like I've always had a good time. So I've read 3 books by him. This will be the 4th. So I've not read every book, but I am having a good time. I'm going to try to ignore the bad reviews. Like I know the one book I gave 5 stars by him, like everyone hated, and that was The House Across the Lake, and I loved it. So hopefully I will like this one too. I do want to also read his book that's set at an old Castle Mansion. I think that was the year before last's release, and I own that one. I can't remember the name of it, but it's behind me, and this is a tall back chair, and I don't want to reach that way. But I want to read that too. But anyway, so I'm reading this. I was in the mood for like a fast-paced mystery, like not a cozy, but like, you know. And I'm reading a cozy too. I am 45 pages into this one. Both of these I started yesterday, and this is Cheddar Off Dead. I'm obsessed with that title. I'm obsessed with the cheese already. In this story, our main character just opened up a cheese shop 2 weeks ago. She's in Sonoma Valley, and like, what a perfect place to open up a cheese shop, unless you're like in France basically, because that is like wine country. And she is just in this really cool, cute little town. The guy across the street owns a meadery. My husband likes making mead, and we actually have bees, and he's getting ready to make a batch of mead, which is, so I find that really fun. And so we are foodies, and so I'm loving this one. I'm loving her discussions of food. She's already had like a mozzarella cheese making class with some local business owners, but some guy comes in who is a critic, and things don't go well. And then he's found dead next to her shop. And so obviously this doesn't look good for her. I'm excited to see where things go. I'm, like I said, loving the food. This so far is basically what I wanted the grilled cheese shop to be. It is cheesy and delicious, but I'm liking the writing better in this one. So I'm really having a good time with these. So I'm reading books that I'm really loving. I'm reading an epic fantasy that I'm loving, a cozy mystery that I'm loving, a mystery thriller-ish that I'm loving. So I'm having a good time with that, but I actually haven't gotten any reading done today because I have been editing. I just finished editing last week's video, and I'm thinking about doing like a fall TBR. And I keep on going back and forth because I'm like, well, I really should do a wrap up for July, but I don't feel like doing a wrap up. I don't like doing wrap ups. Do you guys want me to do a wrap up, or do you want to just look at my Goodreads and find out my ratings and like what I've been up to, what I've been reading? Because I don't feel like doing it. I feel like vlogging. I feel like talking about TBRs, maybe library hauls. Those are kind of the videos I'm feeling like doing, showing some of my crafting, that kind of thing is kind of what I'm feeling like doing right now. But I will do a wrap up if you want me to. I just don't quite really feel like it right now. Anyway, so that is what's going on. That is where I am at. Welcome to a new vlog. And I'm just gonna be reading and trying not to watch the news. I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, staying, cozy and happy. I hope you guys are starting to feel the fall vibes. I hope it's nice weather where you are. Here, it's a cool August, a much cooler August than usual, which is kind of lending to the mood. So, I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know down in the comments what you are reading. And, yeah, I will update you guys again soon. Hey guys, okay, so I have a couple of updates. It is the next day. It is Tuesday. I just made this chai tea. I have to do this like this from now on, where I use 2 tea bags, because I honestly feel a lot of times like if you get chai tea bags, like your tea still is kind of watery, if that makes sense. Like I like a blast of all those spices. So I did 2, and then I added in a good amount of almond milk and honey. If you guys didn't know, my husband is a beekeeper, and we actually just harvested a couple months ago our first honey ever, because this is just his 2nd year. And so we've actually started harvesting honey, and we have a bunch, which is really exciting. So I have some of our homemade honey and in this chai, which is freaking amazing. I'm just saying it's fall because it's fall in my heart, you know what I mean? It might be August 12th. I think it's August 12th. Oh, you can hear the booms going off. If you guys didn't know, I live near a military installation, but anyway, so I am enjoying this chai tea, and I am reading Cheddar Off Dead, and I am on chapter 8, and I'm just having a really good time with this book. I also have an update for Stormlight, because I actually was able to read a couple chapters already today, because good news for this one, the audiobook came in, which is freaking amazing. So I now have the audiobook back, so I will be finishing this book hopefully this week, in the next week or so. I'm gonna try to get, like, I don't know how many pages read every day. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe 50? Maybe 50 will be my goal. I do have 500 pages, so that'd be about 10 days, and I have the loan for 14 days. So if I read 50 pages a day, I'll get the book done in 10 days. So maybe I'll have that be my goal. So today I've only read about 15 pages, so I have a little bit more to read in this. But I'm really in the cozy mood and the mystery mood, and so yeah, I'm just enjoying my time with this. The boys are napping. I'm sure you guys have noticed that's when I seem to do my updates, is when the boys are napping. I am just reading along, and I will let you guys know, I guess, when I have more updates. For this one, I'm just like really liking the characters. I'm wondering if we've met the love interest. I don't know yet though. We'll see. Anyway, okay, so just want to give that little bit of an update. I got the audiobook, I'm enjoying this, and I love chai tea. I guess that's it. Bye. Hey guys, how are you doing? I just got back from the library, and the kids are down for a nap. I feel like that is a quite often used phrase, I feel like, on these vlogs. I just got back from the library and the kids are down for a nap. But I'm about to make myself an iced coffee, and then I'm gonna do some reading because I haven't gotten any reading done today. And I can move the laundry along and do adulting things too, but I think I'm gonna make a yummy soup for dinner. It's been raining and just kind of gloomy, and I'm feeling soup. So I want to make a soup I've never made before. It's like a zuppa toscana. It's got like sausage, a little bit creamy. I don't have like everything for the recipe, so I'm gonna be using substitutions and just we'll figure that out. But I think I might show you guys that. I'm excited. But I have updates for you. I haven't finished any books, but I did read Stormlight Archive. I read 50 pages of that yesterday, and I'm still really enjoying it. I do think that it is slowing down a bit. I feel like I'm ready for the next thing. I'm getting kind of like bogged down, but I feel like the same thing's been happening, and it's not repetitive, it's just taking a while. I think we're getting so many details that I don't know if they're necessary. Like, I just want to get to the, let's get to the point kind of thing. So I'm kind of like meh about that, but I'm still enjoying it. And then I'm reading Cheddar Off Dead, and this one I am almost halfway through. I just bought myself a round of brie, like a wheel of brie at the grocery store because of this. Not that she really talked much about brie. I think she did a little bit, but I wanted a good cheese. Yeah. So I'm really enjoying this one. I think this is probably what I'll read this afternoon. I'm really liking this one. And then I'm also really liking this one, and I would say a third. I'm on page, okay, I'm on page 129. So just over a third of the way through this one, and really liking this. I'm loving like the train setting and these characters. And I know there's going to be twists because it's Riley Sager, and I'm just very curious about what's going to happen. I don't want to spoil anything because of the nature of the book. But I want to know what part of our main character's plan to get vengeance on these people. I want to know like what parts are going to work and what parts aren't. And there's just some characters that I'm very curious about. Things aren't going exactly as she had planned in terms of getting vengeance on these people that have like ruined her family. And I'm very curious to know how that works out. So those are the books that I'm reading and enjoying. And then I got some library books. And I'm very excited for these because these are super like autumnal, some of these. So this one is One Bad Apple, and this is set at an apple orchard. I don't know if it's set in fall, but it's an apple orchard. So like I feel like that's perfection. Yeah, this one. And then I got When the Crow's Away. And this is a cozy mystery, obviously. Oh, so it looks like our main character actually was left in an apple orchard in Massachusetts when a family member passes away. And she wants to like renovate the old farmhouse. She runs into her ex-boyfriend who's dead. So her ex-boyfriend's murdered, and she obviously wants to find out who done it. Awesome. Okay, and then this one is When the Crow's Away. This is a witchy cozy mystery series. This is the second book. I read the first one. I own it. I can't remember what it's called, but I really liked it. One of the witches, they like own this inn, and one of the witches is like a green thumb type of witch. She has a greenhouse, and where a lot of her magic comes in is with gardening, and the other one is like more of like a kitchen witch. And the main character, she sees dead people, like she sees spirits. So, but like she's like lost her powers because of her husband passing away. So the first one dealt a lot with grief, and I think this one is actually set in fall. I'm very excited for that. The town is very cute, like very Gilmore Girls, like Stars Hollow. And I don't think everyone knows about like the magic. Like they're kind of like, not everyone's like, it's not like a magical town or something like that. And then I have a trip with Trouble. This is the second book in this series. I just read the first one, and it takes place at this like lodge in the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina. And there's a woman who is like an empty nester. She's just sent her kids off to college. Her husband and her have amicably divorced, and she's decided to buy this resort slash lodge, more of a lodge, it's like a lodge, that she used to go to, and it's in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and she owns it now, and she's, you know, trying to get her business off the ground, and it's very cute. And this is the second one. She's got like this big cat that's really fun because you actually get chapters from the cat. Like the cat has its own perspective, and it's very cute. They're very like short chapters. And then I got Curiosity Thrilled the Cat. It's a magical cat's mystery. I don't know how the cats are magical, but I'm very curious as to, yeah, how are they magical? And then it's also, I believe, is it a library or a bookstore? Librarian. So it's a library. I love libraries and bookstores are like some of my favorite locations for cozies. So a magical cat and a library. Yes. And then I have not tried any of Catherine Arden's spooky middle grade books, and I figured it was a good time to start. She's one of my favorite authors in terms of her adult works, but I've never tried any of her middle grade ones. I wanted to try them out. I want to see how scary they are. So to see too, like when the kiddos can start reading these, because Jonah's starting to read series and chapter books, but he's more like, this is still a little bit old for him. But I'd like to know when the time comes. And also it just looks like a fun, spooky, cozy time. So yeah, what is this about? 11-year-old Ollie finds a disheveled weeping woman by the river, threatening to throw a book into the water. She plucks the book from the woman's hand and runs away with it. It's called Small Spaces, which is the name of the book. It was set on a farm 200 years earlier about a girl and two boys who loved her. And a peculiar deal struck with the Smiling Man, a sinister specter who grants your most tightly held wish, but for a price. Okay, scarecrow. So it looks like scarecrows are the creepy thing in this, and it involves like an old story, an old spooky story, and Catherine Arden is such a great writer. I'm very curious to see how it's going to translate for middle grades. And then I do have one more cozy mystery. This is Hammers and Homicide. And this is a cozy mystery set at a hardware store. And it's supposed to be really good. I've heard really amazing things about the series, and I really want to read book 2. It's set in fall, and it has the most beautiful autumnal cover. So, recent sexagenarian widow. I don't know what that means. What's a sexagenarian? Oh, someone in their 60s. Why couldn't we just say that she was in her 60s? That's funny. Okay. If you guys were curious, a sexagenarian is someone who's in their 60s. I thought it was like a sex therapist, but I was wrong. Okay. So she's running the hardware store after her husband passes away. That's been pretty hard, obviously. She's got an adult daughter, April, who is moving back into town with Darlene. Oh, and Darlene is the annoying boutique owner next door to her shop, and she's been poking around. She's got her hands full, and she finds a dead man in the bathroom of her store with a framing hammer by his side. So she obviously wants to solve the murder. So it looks like a really cute small town cozy mystery. And like I said, the second book, I'm going to pop the cover up right here. And that will tell you why I want to read this book as soon as possible. Because it's the most beautiful autumnal cozy mystery cover I've ever seen in my freaking life. So, yeah. Anywho, that is my update. Reading and enjoying books. I've got more library books. And the boys got books from the library too. But I figured you guys probably wouldn't be interested in that. Let me know if you are. But yeah, I am going to do some reading now and curl up. I'll bring you along later too for the zuppa toscana, because I'm very excited to make a soup. I'm feeling cozy. I'm feeling like the weather's dropping. We're making soup and reading cozy mysteries, and my life is just perfection in that way. Only in that way though. Like other than that, the world is apparently falling apart. So that's okay though. Anyway, I will update you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hey guys, so it's been 2 days because I'm a bad blogger, or vlogger I should say. So I had a lot going on yesterday and I went shopping. I was running errands and I got a few things, so I figured I would show you that. First, I got some mail and let's see, I'm gonna open this. This is cute. This is from an Etsy store called Petals Between Pages. And she reached out to me. She's just got the coolest bookmarks, and you guys know I love bookmarks. I make bookmarks too, and her bookmarks are just so pretty. This is so pretty. Look at this. This is in this really pretty bag. I've never seen mesh bags that are like long like this before, but this is really nice. Okay, so this is the bookmark, and oh, it's 2 different bookmarks here. Oh, 3. This is 3. Okay, so I'll show you this first one. This is so pretty. This would probably be good for like Christmas time because it's got like a cardinal. Sorry about the lighting. Cardinal and some red flowers and like a Christmas like bow. This is so pretty. And then there is also, oh, this is so pretty. This is like so cute for like fall. Look at these flowers. How pretty. Oh, that's so cool. And it's kind of cool because it's like see-through, so you like if you're reading, you can like see through, if that makes sense. That's kind of cool. Okay, sorry. And then there's this one as well. This is really pretty too. I'm loving like the little, this has like little gold flecks in it too, which is like kind of hard to pick up on the camera. But if you guys can see, isn't that so pretty? Anyway. So she sent me these. Thank you so much. I'm going to have Angelique's Etsy shop linked down below in the description if you guys are into these. I always got to support my fellow Etsy sellers. And so these, I'm really excited. I'm actually going to use this fall one. I love them all, but this one is like so cute for like fall, I feel like. It's so pretty. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna put these to the side here. And if y'all want like pressed flower bookmarks like that, check out her shop. She's got all sorts too. And then I went to Barnes & Noble yesterday because I was trying to get some of those paint by sticker books for my kiddos, and I have had some issues with some holds, like just they're taking forever. One is like my most anticipated book of the year, A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping, and this one is, I've had it on hold forever, and it's like, it seems like it's never going to arrive, even though I know it just like released, but like I had to get myself a copy. This, I really liked The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, and that was like probably like in my top few books I read was it 2 years ago? I think that was 2 years ago. I think it's been a couple of years since it was released. But this one is set in the same world, but it's a different witch, and this one has this inn, and I guess you only like find this inn if you're like meant to find it, and she helps people kind of, I know she helps people somehow, like finding the inn helps people. I'm not sure how, I don't know like the details. I think she's got a fox, like she has a fox as a pet, which is so amazing. Oh, you can see it here on the cover. Yeah, that is so freaking cool. So it's a cute cozy inn. It's a romance. I think there is some spice in here, and maybe this will get me back in the mood for some romance. I don't know. We shall see. But it's a cozy fantasy romance. And I loved, like I said, the first book in the series. So I'm very excited about this one. I think the hero is a grumpy librarian. We gotta love grumpy librarians. And then because I had to return my library hold because it's like this book is very in demand still right now, I went ahead and got myself a copy of The Will of the Many. I hadn't before, even though it's been very hyped, because to be honest, I don't like the hardcover art, but I really like this new art. It gives me a much better idea of like what this epic fantasy is about, which is kind of epic fantasy sci-fi from what it looks like. But I think that this has been a book on basically so many people's favorite books of the year for the last 2, or was it last year? It was after it came out. When did this come out? When did this come out? 2023. But it's been on people's favorite books of the year for really like the last 2 years. And I still haven't read it. And I really want to. I've heard amazing things. And the second book is about to come out, I believe. I know I just saw Patrick's review of it too. And he really loved it. I think he just read it. And yeah, I really want to read this. I'm loving, it's got raised lettering. I love when books do that. Not enough books do that anymore, and this is really nice actually. And like, I love a floppy paperback. Sorry, I love it. So this book is long, oh my goodness. So it's over 600 pages, but yeah, I want to read this soon. We'll see if I do, but I would really like to. I don't know much about it. I think it's a Roman inspired epic fantasy. Maybe there's a revolution of sorts. There's an empire of sorts. Yeah, it looks good. And then I went to Hobby Lobby. I don't go that often, but especially now with Joanne Fabrics out of business. There's not a lot of fabric places, but I got some fabric because I have some fall crafts I really want to do. My dryer or my washer is having trouble spinning my towels apparently. I think it's worked itself out. Okay, so I got this like black with brown fabric. I think I got like a whole yard of this. This is gonna be really nice for a lot of like the creepy, spooky kind of stuff I want to make. And yes, I know it's kind of late, but that's fine. Like when I sell stuff on my Etsy, it's because like I have extra and I just can't stop making things. So like I'm not going to just have it sit around, but like I'm not too obsessed with like trying to make sure I'm marketing at the perfect times of the year and stuff like that. But I just feel like doing like fall crafts. So I'm going to. Even though they really probably should be up on my shop by now, but whatever. So this is like a really cool black. And then I got this orange. I didn't have any blacks or oranges. I had like an orange. It was almost orange, but it was like a corally dark red orange. But yeah, I got this really nice pumpkin color. And then I got this one. Just like, it's a lighter orange. It's almost an orange that is becoming a mustard yellow, like a very ochre color. I don't know how you pronounce that, but anyway, I like that one, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten it. And then I got this black that's got gray. And then I got this, what do you call this? Is this gingham? Is that what that checkery kind of fabric is called? I don't know. Anyway, so I have tons of fall crafts I want to do. I've been really into this style called primitive art, especially primitive fall decor. I have a lot of really cool stuff on Pinterest. If you like look that up, you'll see. That's the haul. And then I have to update you guys. I have finished a book and I've made progress in the other books. So I did finish Cheddar Off Dead. Okay, I'm giving this book 4.5. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, even though I finished it. Was it yesterday? I think I finished it yesterday. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. There was times it was feeling 5 stars. There was times it wasn't, and I was feeling more 4 stars. So I don't know. It might be one of those things that I sit on it and then I raise it to 5 stars because it feels more than a 4 star, but I don't know if it's quite a 5 star. Maybe like a 4.25, I think is where I'm gonna land right now. 4.25. This one was so much freaking fun. I loved the cheese. I liked the town. I didn't guess who done it. They were one of my, like, they were on the list, but like it didn't like fully, like I wasn't sure or whatever. And so that was nice. And the town was really cute and the food was awesome. Like that was like one of my favorite parts. Like the food was wonderful. The writing was really easy to read, easy to get into. So I'm very excited to continue on in that series. That was a really fun cozy. And then I'm still reading With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. And at this point I'm about halfway through and I am really having a good time with this one. I'm not reading any cozies right now. I want to go ahead and make sure I finish this mystery thriller. I think it's more like mystery, but I want to make sure I finish this before I start another one because right now, like, I think 3 books was too many for me right now. And then I'm still reading this behemoth right here. I listened to the audiobook a lot yesterday. So I am on page 910. So I still have like 400 pages left. I still have 400 pages left. It's 300. I'm trying to make sure I don't like spoil anything. 1323. So I have 413 pages left. That's not bad. I'm finally like really getting towards the end. So yeah, 413 pages left. I'm on page 910 and maybe I'll finish this weekend. I don't know if I might like not finish this vlog until I finish the book maybe, and that'll like pressure me into finishing it. I don't know if I should put that pressure on myself though. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and find out, and you'll find out at some point during my next update what I think I'm gonna do. So but anyway, that was the haul. Lots of good stuff, good bookmarks, good fabric, good books, and yeah, everything's going well. Today's Friday, so I'm just chilling out for the rest of the day. It's been kind of hectic. Jonah had therapy this morning. I'm doing homeschool and whatnot. So anyway, I will update you guys a little bit later. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I showed you footage of that soup, the Zuppa Toscana. I didn't use like a specific recipe. I can share down below like the recipe I kind of did it based on. But that was honestly one of the best soups I've ever had. It was a huge hit. Both of my kids loved it. My husband loved it. I loved it. Major hit. And it takes less than 2 hours to make, which is really nice for a soup. A lot of the soups that I usually do take longer. So, so yeah, highly recommend a Zuppa Toscana soup if you've never tried it before. It was so good, and it's got everything in it. So it's a meal in a bowl. So it's really good. So highly recommend. Anyway, I will talk to you guys a little bit later when I have an update for my books. Hey guys. Okay, so I have been really like binge reading Stormlight. I'm actually about 130 pages from the end of Wind and Truth. And I'm just holding up this because I'm not using the dust jacket while I'm reading. Anyway, so it is Sunday morning and I have read 20 pages this morning so far. I've got 130 pages left, and I have to say guys, like, yes, things got slow for a minute there and there was a touch of like a lull, but things have picked up and I love the series so much. I love the mental health representation, and I feel like so much of it is kind of reminds me of like if epic fantasy was like healing fiction in terms of like mental health. And I just really love it so much. Like, I love this series so much, and I'm kind of sad that this is going to be like the end for a while. So anyway, 130 pages out from finishing the first arc of the Stormlight Archive, and I will let you guys know very soon what my rating is. And yeah, let's go ahead and finish this out. Okay. So I have finished Wind and Truth. Now I need to go and like finish Mistborn and continue that one and like read everything, and I'm obsessed. Like, I get why people were so like hating on this book. Like, I totally get it, but like, I mean, 5 stars for me. At least 5 stars, maybe 6. I don't know. I really loved this one. And yes, it got slow, and yes, like, I get why people are like, they hate the ending, but I thought it was perfection. Yeah, 6 stars. 6 stars. I am glad I took my time with this one, because like, I really, like, I was having trouble, I think mostly because I didn't want to finish. Like, I didn't want to finish the series because like, it's gonna be forever before we get another one, and I get that it's different. There's so much I want to say, but I cannot, because it's like spoilers. Do you guys want like a spoiler filled review of this? Let me know, because I don't know. I can't say, there's so much I can't say right now, but, and especially like, oh, my kiddo's having a time right now. So yeah, I just finished this like not even 5 minutes ago. Like, I'm still processing. Yeah, I'm still processing. Anyway, I'm gonna probably end this vlog here. Where are we with this one? With A Vengeance, I might be DNFing this one. I didn't really pick it up barely any yesterday. I don't feel like picking it up right now. I need to think right now. Because Stormlight has completely like my brain. I don't know, with like explosion in my brain. So like, I hope you guys have enjoyed these very coherent thoughts on this. But 6 stars, yeah. I hope you guys had fun with this reading vlog. Sorry it was like all over the place. I didn't get any chance to do any crafting like on the vlog, like video, but that's fine. I was glad to share some of it, like cooking with you guys and stuff like that, so that was cool. But anywho, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, send a thumbs up, click the thumbs up, and then maybe like a wind emoji. There's like, I think there's like a breeze like blowing, something like that, like a wind emoji. yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about this for a while. But yeah, anyway, thanks for joining me, and until next time, fellow readers, keep reading and living your best life.
Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a